Welcome back, in final part 7 of Facebook. Anyways, let's continue this article.
A commentator in the Washington Post noted that Facebook constitutes a massive depository of information that documents both our reactions to events and our evolving customs, with a scope and immediacy of which earlier historians could only dream.
Especially for anthropologists, social researchers, and social historians, and subject to proper preservation and curation. The website will preserve images of our lives that are vastly crisper and more nuanced than any ancestry record in existence.
Economists have noted that Facebook offers many non-rivalrous services that benefit as many users as are interested without forcing users to compete with each other.
By contrast, most goods are available to a limited number of users.
For example, if one user buys a phone, no other user can buy that phone.
3 areas have the most economic impact: platform competition, the marketplace, and user behavior data.
Facebook began to reduce its carbon impact after Greenpeace attacked it for its long-term reliance on coal and resulting carbon footprint.
In 2021, Facebook announced that their global operations are supported by 100% renewable energy and they have reached net zero emissions, a goal set in 2018.
Facebook provides a development platform for many social gaming, communication, feedback, review, and other applications related to online activities.
This platform spawned many businesses and added thousands of jobs to the global economy.
Zynga Incorporated, a leader in social gaming, is an example of such a business.
An econometric analysis found that Facebook's app development platform added more than 182,000 jobs in the U.S. economy in 2011.
The total economic value of the added employment was about $12 billion, $16.8 billion in 2024 dollars. Facebook was one of the first large-scale social networks.
In The Facebook Effect, David Kirkpatrick said that Facebook's structure makes it difficult to replace because of its network effects.
As of 2016, it was estimated 44% of Americans get news through Facebook.
A study published at Frontiers Media in 2023 found that there was more polarization of the user base on Facebook than even far-right social networks like Gab.
Studies have associated social networks with positive and negative impacts on emotional health. Studies have associated Facebook with feelings of envy, often triggered by vacation and holiday photos.
Other triggers include posts by friends about family happiness and images of physical beauty. Such feelings leave people dissatisfied with their own lives.
A joint study by 2 German universities discovered that 1 out of 3 people were more dissatisfied with their lives after visiting Facebook. And another study by Utah Valley University found that college students felt worse about themselves following an increase in time on Facebook. Positive effects include signs of virtual empathy with online friends and helping introverted persons learn social skills.
A 2020 experimental study in the American Economic Review found that deactivating Facebook led to increased subjective well-being.
In a blog post in December 2017, the company highlighted research that has shown passively consuming the news feed, as in reading but not interacting, left users with negative feelings, whereas interacting with messages pointed to improvements in well-being. In February 2008, a Facebook group called 1 Million Voices Against FARC organized an event in which hundreds of thousands of Colombians marched in protest against the Revolutionary Armed Forces of Colombia, FARC.
In August 2010, one of North Korea's official government websites and the country's official news agency, Security, joined Facebook.
During the Arab Spring, many journalists claim Facebook played a major role in the 2011 Egyptian revolution.
On January 14, the Facebook page of We Are All TaBNWNE was started by welcoming to invite the Egyptian people to peaceful demonstrations on January 25.
In Tunisia and Egypt, Facebook became the primary tool for connecting protesters and led the Egyptian government to panic. Twitter and other sites.
After 18 days, the uprising forced President Hosni Mubarak to resign.
In a Bahraini uprising that started on February 14, 2011, Facebook was utilized by the Bahraini regime and regime loyalists to identify, capture and prosecute citizens involved in the protests.
A 20-year-old woman named Yad al-Qurayzi was identified as a protester using Facebook and imprisoned.
In 2011, Facebook filed paperwork with the Federal Election Commission to form a political action committee under the name FVPAC.
In an email to The Hill, a spokesman for Facebook said, Facebook Political Action Committee will give our employees a way to make their voice heard in the political process. By supporting candidates who share our goals of promoting the value of innovation to our economy while giving people the power to share and make the world more open and connected.
During the Syrian civil war, the YPG, a libertarian army for Rojava, recruited Westerners through Facebook in its fight against ISIL.
Dozens joined its ranks.
The Facebook page's name, the Lions of Rojava, comes from a Kurdish saying which translates as, a lion is a lion, whether it's a female or a male, reflecting the organization's feminist ideology. In recent years, Facebook's newsfeed algorithms have been identified as a cause of political polarization, for which it has been criticized.
It has likewise been accused of amplifying the reach of fake news and extreme viewpoints, as when it may have enabled conditions which led to the 2015 Rohingya refugee crisis.
Facebook first played a role in the American political process in January 2008, shortly before the New Hampshire primary.
Facebook teamed up with ABC and St. Anselm College to allow users to give live feedback about the back-to-back January 5 Republican and Democratic debates.
Facebook users took part in debate groups on specific topics, voter registration and message questions. Over 1 million people installed the Facebook application, U.S. Politics on Facebook, in order to take part, which measured responses to specific comments made by the debating candidates.
A poll by CBS News, UAR and the Chronicle of Higher Education claimed to illustrate how the Facebook effect had affected youthful voters in increasing voting rates, support of political candidates, and general involvement.
The new social media, such as Facebook and Twitter, connected hundreds of millions of people.
By 2008, politicians and interest groups were experimenting with systematic use of social media to spread their message.
By the 2016 election, political advertising to specific groups had become normalized.
Facebook offered the most sophisticated targeting and analytics platform.
ProPublica noted that their system enabled advertisers to direct their pitches to almost 2,300 people who expressed interest in the topics of Jew hater, how to burn Jews, or history of why Jews ruin the world. Facebook has used several initiatives to encourage its users to register to vote and vote.
An experiment in 2012 involved showing Facebook users pictures of their friends who reported that they had voted. Users who were shown the pictures were about 2% more likely to report that they had also voted compared to the control group, which was not encouraged to vote.
In 2020, Facebook announced the goal of helping 4 million voters register in the US, saying that it had registered 2.5 million by September. The Cambridge Analytica data scandal offered another example of a perceived attempt to influence elections.
The Guardian claimed that Facebook knew about the security breach for 2 years, but did nothing to stop it until it became public.
Facebook banned political ads to prevent the manipulation of voters in the US's November's election.
Propaganda experts said there are other ways for misinformation to reach voters on social media platforms, and blocking political ads will not serve as a proven solution.
In March 2024, former U.S. President Donald Trump said that getting rid of TikTok would allow Facebook, which he called the enemy of the people, to double its business.
He spoke after President Biden said he was ready to sign legislation that would require TikTok owner ByteDance to sell the video platform or face a ban in the U.S.
Ahead of the 2019 general elections in India, Facebook has removed 103 pages, groups and accounts on Facebook and Instagram platforms originating from Pakistan.
Facebook said its investigation found a Pakistani military link, along with a mix of real accounts of ISPR employees and a network of fake accounts created by them that have been operating military fan pages, general interest pages that were posting content about Indian politics while trying to conceal their identity.
Owing to the same reasons, Facebook also removed 687 pages and accounts of Congress because of coordinated inauthentic behavior on the platform. Facebook and Zuckerberg have been the subject of music, books, film and television.
The 2010 film The Social Network, directed by David Fincher and written by Aaron Sorkin, stars Jesse Eisenberg as Zuckerberg and went on to win 3 Academy Awards and 4 Golden Globes.
In 2008, Collins English Dictionary declared Facebook as its new word of the year.
In December 2009, the new Oxford American Dictionary declared its word of the year to be the verb unfriend, defined as to remove someone as a friend on a social networking site such as Facebook.
In August 2015, Facebook founded Internet.org in collaboration with 6 other technology companies to plan and help build affordable internet access for underdeveloped and developing countries.
The service, called Free Basics, includes various low-bandwidth applications such as AccuWeather, VapCenter, BBC News, ESPN, and Bing.
There was severe opposition to Internet.org in India, where the service, started in partnership with Reliance Communications in 2015, was banned a year later by the Telecom Regulatory Authority of India, TRAI.
In 2018, Zuckerberg claimed that Internet.org efforts have helped almost 100 million people get access to the Internet who may not have had it otherwise.
Facebook announced in 2021 that it will make an effort to stop disinformation about climate change.
The company will use George Mason University Yale program on climate change communication and the University of Cambridge as sources of information.
The company will expand its information hub on climate to 16 countries.
Users in other countries will be directed to the site of the United Nations Environment Program for information.
Internet.org is a partnership between social networking services company Meta Platforms and 6 companies: Samsung, Ericsson, MediaTek, Opera Software, Nokia and Qualcomm, that plans to bring affordable access to selected internet services to less developed countries by increasing efficiency and facilitating the development of new business models around the provision of internet access.
The app delivering these services was renamed Free Basics in September 2015.
As of April 2018, 100 million people were using Internet.org. It has been criticized for violating net neutrality and by handpicking internet services that are included, for discriminating against companies not in the list, including competitors of Meta Platforms' subsidiary Facebook.
In February 2016, regulators banned the Free Basics service in India based on prohibition of discriminatory tariffs for data services regulations.
The Telecom Regulatory Authority of India, TRAI, accused Facebook of failing to pass on the 4 questions in the regulator's consultation paper and also blocking access to TRAI''s designated email. For feedback on Free Basics.
On February 11, 2016, Facebook withdrew the Free Basics platform from India.
In July 2017, Global Voices published the widespread report, Free Basics in Real Life, analyzing its practices in Africa, Asia and Latin America, and concluding it violates net neutrality, focuses on Western corporate content, and overall, it's not even very helpful. Internet.org was launched on August 20, 2015.
At the time of launch, Facebook's founder and CEO Mark Zuckerberg released a 10-page white paper he had written elaborating on the vision that asserts that connectivity is a human right.
In the paper, he wrote that Internet.org was a further step in the direction of Facebook's past initiatives, such as Facebook Zero, to improve internet access for people around the world. During TechCrunch Disrupt on September 11, 2013, Zuckerberg elaborated further on his vision.
TechCrunch blog compared Internet.org with Google's Project Loon.
Zuckerberg also released a video on September 30, 2015 explaining Internet.org's goal of making the Internet 100 times more affordable. On February 24, 2014, shortly before a keynote presentation by Zuckerberg at the Mobile World Congress in Barcelona on February 24, 2014, Internet.org unveiled several new projects. An education partnership called Social EDU with Nokia and local carrier Airtel edX and the government in Rwanda, a project with Unilever in India, and the new Internet.org Innovation Lab with Ericsson in its Menlo Park HQ.
In the presentation, Zuckerberg says that Facebook's recent acquisition of mobile messaging app WhatsApp for $19 billion was closely related to the Internet.org vision.
In May 2015, Facebook announced the Internet.org platform, an open program for developers to easily create services that integrate with Internet.org.
This was seen by commentators as a response to concerns raised over net neutrality.
Participating websites must meet 3 criteria. 1. Explore the entire Internet, so as to give users a taste of the wider Internet and therefore help them see the value of the Internet.
2. efficiency of data use so that it would be economical for carriers to allow free access to the websites and
3. Technical specifications optimized for browsing on a wide range of devices including smartphones and less sophisticated mobile devices and should not be dependent on JavaScript or HTTPS. On March 27, 2014, Facebook announced a connectivity lab as part of the Internet.org initiative, with a goal of bringing the Internet to everybody via drones, acquired from the company Asynta.
it is also communicated by the connectivity lab that, besides using drones, low Earth orbit and geosynchronous satellites would also be part of the project. For establishing internet connectivity in other areas.
All three systems would rely on free space optics, where the signal is sent in a compact bundle of infrared light. At Mobile World Congress March 2015, Mark Zuckerberg says that the Internet.org initiative was willing to work with Project Loon, Google's project to use high-altitude balloons to provide people cheaper internet access. But emphasizes that in his view, the real work is in partnering with existing telecommunications companies to improve access and reduce costs for people already within range of the network, which he estimates at over 80% of the population. In October 2015, Facebook and Google had leased the entire top-band capacity, 36 spot beams with a total throughput of 18 gigabits per second on the planned TaBNWNE satellite to provide access to parts of Africa.
TaBNWNE was intended to be launched on Flight 29 of a SpaceX Falcon 9 to geosynchronous transfer orbit on 3 September 2016.
However, on 1 September 2016, during the run-up to a static fire test, there was an anomaly on the launch pad resulting in a fire and the loss of the vehicle and its payload, TaBNWNE.
There were no injuries.
In January 2016, Google had exited Facebook's Free Basics platform in Zambia.
They were included in the initial trial of this project, which was first launched in Zambia.
The first Internet.org summit was held on 9 October 2014 in New Delhi, India.
The primary objective of this summit was to bring together experts, officials, and industry leaders to focus on ways to deliver more internet services for people in languages other than English.
Zuckerberg also met Indian Prime Minister Narendra Modi to talk about how Facebook and the Indian government can collaborate on Internet.org. In 2015, after a lot of criticism of Internet.org, which has a partnership with Reliance in India, Mark Zuckerberg replied in an article for Hindustan Times stating that Internet.org and net neutrality can coexist and Internet.org will never differentiate between services.
His claims were contested by many response articles, including one published in the Hindustan Times.
In May 2015, the Internet.org platform, open to participation by any developers meeting specified guidelines, was announced.
Some commentators viewed this announcement as a response to the net neutrality concerns expressed.
The PMO has expressed displeasure at Facebook's reaction to an handling of the RAI''S consultation paper, calling it a crudely majoritarian and orchestrated opinion poll. An Indian journalist, in his reply to Mark Zuckerberg's article defending Internet.org in India, criticized Internet.org as being just a Facebook proxy targeting India's poor, as it provides restricted internet access to Reliance Telecom subscribers in India.
Until April 2015, Internet.org users could access, for free, only a few websites, and Facebook's role as gatekeeper in determining what websites were in that list was criticized for violating net neutrality.
In May 2015, Facebook announced that the Free Basics platform would be open to websites that met its criteria. In April 2015, some Indian startups started pulling out of Internet.org to protect net neutrality.
The Telecom Regulatory Authority of India, TRAI, in January 2016 criticized Facebook for its misleading commercials and astroturfing the Free Basics campaign.
TRAI accused Facebook of failing to pass on the 4 questions in the regulator's consultation paper and also blocking access to TRAI''S designated email for feedback on Free Basics.
On February 8, 2016, TRAI banned the Free Basics service in India based on Prohibition of Discriminatory Tariffs for Data Services Regulations, 2016 notification.
On February 11, 2016, Facebook withdrew the Free Basics platform from India. In May 2017, Facebook, in partnership with Indian telecom operator Bharti Airtel, launched the service under the Express Wi-Fi banner. Below is a selective history of launch dates and participating mobile networks. July 2014, Zambia.
October 2014, Tanzania.
November 2014, Kenya.
January 2015, Colombia.
January 2015, Ghana with Airtel.
10 February 2015, India with Reliance Communications.
Service permanently banned by TRAI 1 year later. 18 March 2015 and 7 October 2015, Philippines with Smart Communications and Globe Telecom.
31 March 2015, Guatemala with Tigo.
20 April 2015, Indonesia with Indosat.
10 May 2015 to 18 July 2020, Bangladesh with Robi.
13 May 2015, Malawi with TNM and Airtel.
28 May 2015 and 26 March 2016, Pakistan with Telenor Pakistan and Zone Pakistan respectively.
5 June 2015, Senegal with Tigo.
19 June 2015, Bolivia with Viva.
22 June 2015, Angola with Movisol.
1 July 2015, South Africa with Cell C.
18 October to 30 December 2015, Egypt with Etisalat.
Service terminated by the NTRA after Facebook refused to offer surveillance capabilities for the government. 16 December 2015, Iraq with Kodak Telecom.
10 May 2016, Nigeria with Airtel Africa.
2 June 2016, Madagascar with BIP.
June 2016, Myanmar with Myanmar Posts and Telecommunications.
February 2017, Nigeria with Etisalat Nigeria.
March 2017, Algeria with Urdu.
And April 2017, Belarus with Life.
An article published on Datamation in August 2015 discussed Internet.org in relation to past accessibility initiatives by Facebook and Google such as Facebook Zero, Google Free Zone, and Project Loon.
Internet.org and Project Loon have been described as being engaged in an internet space race.
There have also been technical debates about the relative feasibility and value of using balloons, as championed by Project Loon, instead of drones, with Mark Zuckerberg favoring drones. In December 2015, David Talbot wrote a detailed article for Technology Review titled Facebook's Two Faces, Facebook and Google aim to fix global connectivity, but for whom? About Internet.org and other internet accessibility initiatives. In 2015, researchers evaluating how Facebook Zero shapes information and communication technologies (ICT) usage in the developing world found that 11% of Indonesians who said they used Facebook also said they did not use the internet.
65% of Nigerians and 61% of Indonesians agree with a statement that Facebook is the internet, compared with only 5% in the US. That's it for this episode today. Thank you for watching this episode.
Before we wrap up this video, we'd like to say that our channel has reached 400 subscribers. So thank you guys for helping us to reach another milestone of this channel. And we're looking forward to continue making more episodes and other great types of videos/contents in the future.
So anyways, be sure to thumbs up this video, subscribe to this channel, and turn on post notifications for more videos like these, and we'll see you another time. Have a safe day.